Are we? But I'm trying to go live on Instagram. It's never as easy as I want it to be. There we go! Live! Yay! No, nobody's excited. We are live, you guys! Oh. Aren't y'all excited that we're...
I'm waiting for the... We're live. So we are live. And yes, we're doing Instagram because that's always the one that...
Yes, exactly.
Takes a second. So we're just going to go ahead and start it. Hey, we're women of FWA. It's on two different laptops.
We're sorry. I didn't know it was going to be that big of a problem. We're only 7 minutes late because of Veronica and stuff. She kind of, when she was younger, she really wanted to be ingrained into the company and like go around sales calls and stuff. And now
stay afloat. And then with the tax knowledge that I had, and a lot of times on Facebook, you know, I find myself engaging with, I hate the term because it's a little cliche, but it's just what pops into my head, like fencepreneurs. Those people.
We're live. We're live.
Yes, I only say it like 15 or 20 times. You know, I've been uploading all of our stuff onto womenfwa.com so that you can access our information.
With SWI Wyoming. Casper, to be exact. Thank goodness. Could you imagine a couple of me?
No. And especially not a couple of you as a balancing mom.
That you're my best friend. You're my best friend.
Can I tell y'all something really silly?
Yes.
I can see y'all in the background, even though y'all can't see each other or me.
I was just cheesing the whole time.
Y'all are like cheesing and dancing. I have never heard that song in my life, but like I sing it in my head over and over. Like while I was creating that video, it's like stuck there. It's ingrained forever.
I love it. It's just so cute. Every time, just cheesing. All right. Well, with that adorable little intro out of the way, we are live tonight with the women of FWA. We're doing a deep dive on Miss Andrea Patterson here, along with Miss Susan Kay with us, and I'm Bailey, if you didn't know. But I think we'll just kind of start jumping right into some questions and everything. We'll start out a little basic, and then we'll deep dive. But starting out, Miss Andrea, let me know who you are, what company you're with, and where you're based out of.
I am a born and raised Colorado girl. I grew up in Windsor, which is a small town here in Colorado. I am with the company High Point Companies, located out of northern Colorado, mainly Fort Collins area for them. Yeah.
What role or roles do you play like in the company or around the company related to the company?
I am one of the administrative office assistants for the company. I do a little bit of everything. I do some bookkeeping, Yes, Susan.
Have you ever climbed a tree to get a fence sign down? Kind of.
I have, and both of you have been witnesses for that.
Oh, that's why I remember that.
Uh-huh.
Can you tell us a little bit about that adventure as one of your administrative positions for High Point Companies?
So my husband, Cole, he had to replace a couple of signs at one of his jobs. And one of those signs happened to be not in a tree, but like the tree was so big that there was no reason for me to be replacing this sign other than that he was asked to replace all of these signs. And this one in particular was in a tree. So not only was I climbing on a ladder, but I had other items in my vehicle to use on top of that letter because I was, about this much too short.
Like what? What else were you using, Andrea?
Let's say my youngest brother's booster seat.
Sounds safe.
And my socket set.
Wow. And
Yeah.
and I'm pretty sure you were also in a Women of FWA meeting at the same time.
I sure was. So you guys were all going to be witnesses if I ate it out of that tree.
I love it. I love it.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you, Bailey, but she just like opened the door. Like, I have all the roles.
Adding
Is this
on
one of them?
tree climber extraordinaire into the roles.
I am a sign replacement person. They're easy tasks that I could do. It takes 10 to 15 minutes, depending on how many I have to do. And they're all at various heights. So,
Love it.
I love that they picked the shortest person in the entire office to do that.
Yep.
Perfect.
All with a sleeping baby in the car, too.
Oh my God.
And that, I think, brings us to the next question. Don't you got a bunch of babies too?
I do. I have 2 boys. One will be 5 in December, and the other one is 18 months in December.
Widows.
They're-
Widows.
They are me in male form.
Uh-oh.
So
Scary.
I love that.
it is, when they say your mom wishes you had kids that were like you, I got that. I got that for sure. Yeah.
Perfect. All right. So how did you get in with the Women of the FWA here, and why did you say yes? Oh no, I don't say yes.
That's a good question.
So I got into the Women of FWA on a whim. I was actually tagged by my husband on Facebook that it was in one of the fencing pages that he was on, or maybe it was in multiple. He came across it, tagged me, and I was like, this could be fun. And I decided, why not? What the hell? What's worst that could happen? I helped plan the very first fence show booth, kind of with you 2 lovely ladies, along with Heather and Veronica and others that were a part when we all started. I unfortunately did not get to go to that fence show at the very beginning because I do have another job outside of helping my husband. So I got to at least experience the last day of the fence show. So I got to see how the booth actually turned out, what the fence show is all about. And, I stuck around because I got a great group of amazing women that I get to call my friends. And you guys are the reason why I'm here. You guys are the reason why I stayed. So.
I love it.
I love that too. That's sweet.
What's been your favorite part so far in the group?
Getting to know each and every one of you. All these deep dive lives have been great. I get to know more and more about each and every one of you. And I look forward to more deep dives on other women in the fence industry that is not part of our leadership team, but people I have met at the fence show. I get to know more about how they got into the fence show and all the things, and even the fence industry, all the things that tell me about them. So
I love it. Ladies getting to know ladies.
Yeah.
So speaking of your babies earlier, who are you outside of like the fence industry and the Women of FWA? Like, if you have other jobs, like I think you mentioned your family, other hobbies you have.
I work for one of our local hospitals here in Colorado as a patient care tech, but for most people, they might know it as a CNA or a certified nursing assistant. I've been doing that for 8.5 years. I helped open the department I was on, and I'm one of like 3 or 4 people that are still left in this department. And I get bored easily, and I decided in 2022 I was going to take an accelerated EMS course, which I graduated in December of 2022 with my emergency medical technician certification, so I can also do that as well.
Does that mean you can drive an ambulance?
If I go through the proper training with an EMS facility, yes.
Stop
Damn.
it. Can you see her at the wheel?
Yes,
I would not ideally like to drive an ambulance because I am very short and I have to have my seat so close to the steering wheel. The seat has to be all the way up. I just got a new vehicle that has the pedals that move forward. So I have all those all the way forward. So I don't sit so far.
That's
sit so
nice.
far to
That's
the
fancy.
steering wheel.
Oh my god, I
The
love it.
very worst part about being short and having to drive and having to be so close to the wheel is when I'm pregnant.
Mm.
Because it's like this much is belly to the steering wheel.
Yes. I don't miss that.
Goodness. Good. Are you full time with the hospital then, or do you just do like a few days a week? I know like nursing shifts are insane.
So I am part-time till the end of the year. Starting in 2025, I am taking a step back and going PRN. So I will only have to work as little as 4 shifts in a month, month and a half, to be able to help with the family business.
That's really cool. I think a lot of people don't know this about you, but you're like one of these, like, you plan your whole life out 6 weeks in advance. And I think that's outrageous. I can't even plan a week out in advance.
Yeah.
What tools do you use to make sure that, like, your kids are where they're supposed to be, you're where you're supposed to be, your husband's where he's supposed to be, and like everything's flowing the way
I
it's
have
supposed to be?
many planners of sorts. I have ones that are just dedicated to all of my kids' stuff, doctor's appointments, school days, when they're out of school, all those things. And then I have a separate one that I share with my mom that has my work schedule. So then she knows what days that she has my kids, and same with my mother-in-law, Lauren. She also gets a printed out schedule of what days I have, days I'm working, what days she has the kids, what days my mom has the kids, what days Cole will have the kids.
Damn.
Yeah.
That is the level of organization that I will never attain.
Right? Like, seriously, I don't even know if I want it.
Never. Oh my god.
I grew up with that organization, though. My mom being in healthcare, our lives were usually always scheduled out in 6 weeks in advance. So, for example, my current schedule goes all the way out till February 15th, I want to say. So,
Whew.
which
I don't even know what I'm for dinner.
for me, it works because I can plan doctor's appointments in advance, and I know what days I have available to help my husband, or if my family is unavailable. I also help take care of my younger siblings. So I also have that schedule in there as well.
Wow.
You're like Superwoman over here. I don't know how y'all do it with the kids and the different jobs and all the companies and like, holy criminy.
I will say one thing, and I don't know if Andrea agrees, but like, I don't know how to sit still. Like, I can't watch a movie, or
I have to be doing something. I will turn on a movie for background noise, and fold laundry or do other things. But like the minute I don't sit still very well.
Heather says, how many younger siblings do you have?
I have 4, 3 of which actually need my care. The oldest of my 4 younger siblings is an adult. He can take care of himself.
Yay! One grew up.
Yeah.
How old are they?
I'm 28. My brother, younger than me, the oldest of the 4, will be 27 in December. And then I have a 16-year-old brother, a 14-year-old sister, and an 8-year-old brother.
Dang. You got a full schedule to the brim.
Yes, I do.
Good gracious. So how long did you say that you've been doing the nursing stuff?
8.5 years.
And then how long have you been with doing the fencing stuff?
I've been with the fence industry for, I want to say it was since 2018.
Okay. Is that when you and Cole got married, or been together since then, or whatever?
Cole and I got married in 2018. I have known him my entire life. We actually went to preschool together.
Oh, cute.
He
We
pulled
started
Tells
dating.
one.
We started dating in junior year of high school. So I've been with him since 2013, so 11 years.
Damn.
Yeah.
I love that. That is so sweet. Goodness. So
It's a
they
fencing
started-
love story.
Yes, yes. So you guys, they started this right when you guys were getting married and everything. You just kind of went with the flow, huh?
Basically, when he started that business, I want to say a couple months before we actually started dating. It started out as landscaping, and now he's building commercial fences and commercial gates and all kinds of fun fencing stuff.
Hell yeah.
So when you transitioned to the fence company a little more, when you kind of stepped down your nursing hours, like what role do you plan to play and how often do you plan to participate in the fence company itself?
I will still be doing my administrative duties, which also includes being a parts runner. Not that long ago, he calls me and says, "Hey, I need you to pick me up some tension bands."
Yep.
It was either tension bands or brace bands, one of the two, and some tension rods or something. I don't even remember. And he's like, "Can you?" I had just put my youngest down for a nap. And he goes, "Can you do this?" And I was like, "Well, can I eat some food first? Like, could you move along for like 30 minutes so I can eat some food, get the kid up, go pick it up and bring it to you?" So I will occasionally pick up parts, whether it's from the shop or it's from a vendor locally, and bring it to them. I will be getting more into the inventory management. So
Yes, we need training on that.
our inventory our inventory is great. The keeping it organized is not. I do slightly have an OCD background, and I work
With that 6-week scheduling?
yeah, totally.
You have to.
I worked at an auto parts store in high school, and I didn't like I liked
mess.
making sure all of the things were organized. So they basically made an entire role just for me that included inventory, and I loved it. So I really like things organized. So hopefully it'll help keep everything organized if I'm able to get started on that. I have a lot of things that I do, and they're all random.
I love it.
Okay. Also, we sell some products that I am management of. I also build the products, some of them. And then it'll be as simple as like, "Hey, can you bring the guys lunch to say thanks for doing a great job?" or whatever. So, yeah.
Hey, listen, that's the first step. That's the first step, all right? And then next year, he's going to ask you to build the fence with him. Ask me how I know.
I told him, I said, if you ever need an extra hand,
Yep.
just give me a heads up and a quick how-to, and I'll help you out.
Mm-hmm. Listen, I'm going to tell you, it's not as hard as it looks.
The
It's not as hard as it looks, okay?
fence secret is out.
Don't get me wrong. It's hard work, but you catch on pretty quick.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, shit.
No, I've seen plenty of the fences Biggie put together. Like, I could totally do it. It's a matter of, do I want to?
Right? Like, let's just be real honest.
Yeah. Well, then not only that, it's like, where are the kids at? Like, what's your
Yeah.
schedule this day and that day? Like, you got a lot going on other than
Yeah.
just putting down everything, going picking up some chain link.
Yeah. I've offered. I said, "Hey, if you ever need an extra hand, I am there."
I love it. I love it. All right. Who is someone that you look up to in this industry?
In the industry, it will be a cop out. I will say my husband, but that is because I have basically been with him since he started however long ago, 11 years ago. And I've seen him go through every high and low, and to see where he is now than when he started 11 years ago is amazing.
I love it.
I will say that is someone I look up to.
So sweet.
That is sweet. Oh, I like when they're together too. Like, she's like going and going and going. He's just sitting in the back like this.
Yeah.
No, he's next to her putting together flower arrangements in the booth.
That too.
He
was
did
just
such
mad.
good flower arrangements. He got really mad at me. I was like, no, do this. He goes, I'm doing it.
Yes.
He was like, full control. I'm doing this one. Don't touch it.
I love it. I love it. He did help us out quite a bit with the booth and everything and at demo days and all that during the Fent show.
Yeah, absolutely. He was a rock star for sure. And I appreciate all of his help. And yeah, every time I turned around, I'd see him. He was running an errand for you. So, but yeah, he's like just stoic. Like when you're having dinner with him or whatever, we'd all be sitting around like having a drink. He'd just be like this.
Yep.
Like,
And his wheels are turning about thinking work.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like 100%. His brain does not shut off. It's work 24/7.
That's how Colby is too. That and dirty jokes.
Right. Let me tell you a funny story about Colby real fast. So I guess my mom had sent him a Facebook friend request. And so he Facebook messaged me and he's like, your mom sent me a Facebook friend request and I don't want to approve it because I don't put anything nice on my Facebook and I'm scared it's just going to upset her.
Yep. He asked me about it too. He says, what's Susan's mom's name? And I said, Toby. And he was like, she requested me. And I said, accept it. Duh, we love mom. And he was like, I don't know. And then I went, oh, yeah, you're right. I don't know you actually.
Don't worry. She's in the same industry as all of us. There is nothing she hasn't seen, y'all. But yeah, it was funny. I thought it was sweet. It was really sweet. Because like I tell everybody, she is like the house mom of the fence industry, right? Like, so if she sends you, well, she doesn't often send a friend request. So it had to be a fat finger.
Love it.
But yeah, she will repost your business. If you send her a friend request, she'll approve it and she will repost your business because she believes in this industry and everything that we're doing. But anyways, back to you, Andrea. I'm sorry.
Yes.
No, you're good. I love it. I love it.
All right. What do you think that you either like you as a single person or you and your husband and the company, what do you think your 5-year goal is in the fence industry here?
For me personally, I think it'll be just growing with the business, getting to know more things. I hate being a student, but I also love learning new things, new tricks, new skills, all the things. So for me, it'll just be growing and learning new things to see where I better fit in within the company. For the business as a whole, I think they're just planning on focusing on growing and having a good team, getting some good guys that want to work and want to stick around. And yeah.
I love it. I swear, I think the last thing I said during like my live a couple weeks ago was like, I'm still learning. Like, we're always just going to still be learning. And like, I agree with you. I don't like being a student. I don't like being the new guy or whatever. You know what I mean? But all this is important.
So sorry. That's my brother.
Okay, I'm like, I'm going to leave this up till somebody acknowledges it.
I love that.
That's my brother. That's the oldest of my younger ones.
The grown-up?
Child.
The grown-up.
Yay! Grown up. We are so proud of you, Carlin, for growing up.
Absolutely amazing.
Well, I mean, I feel like you have some really good foundation. I feel like you're extremely motivated, extremely organized, which, I mean, who can't use that organization and that level of tedious, everything in its spot kind of thing going on? Like, outside of that, like, where do you see the women of FWA in the next 5 years?
I was going to ask that too.
Oh gosh.
I gotta throw a curveball that you didn't know about, right?
That is very true. I honestly see the women of FWA taking over the fence industry. We will be on top dog. We will be running it. we will be the ones that the men come to and say, hey, I need help with this, instead of us going, hey, can you? No, it'll be us.
So let me ask you ladies a question. You know, I gave y'all a tentative booth space, right? We haven't discussed it since. Have you been to finchshow.com recently?
Not in a minute, honestly.
If you go to finchshow.com, the pink booth is the Women of FWA booth.
Ooh.
And it's not where I tentatively put y'all.
I'm pretty sure Cole helped decide where we were going to take. He's like, we should do that one right there.
But yeah,
little poster at the end of the year. He's like, we should do that one front and center.
Right? Seriously. No, Brian picked a beautiful spot for you guys. I think you'd be really happy with it. So if you get a chance, go to finchshow.com and check it out. If you're looking to secure a booth, you can email me at susan@finchshow.com, or you can go through finchshow.com to reserve a booth. That's the only like real thing I have for you guys. We have a live next week, even though we have a live next week. So that'll be happening. Bailey, did you have anything you wanted to say before we started closing out?
The only thing is that we're doing, November is Epilepsy Awareness Month. Sorry. And on Wednesdays, we are wearing purple. So post a picture of yourself wearing purple and then use the hashtag FWA Purple for Epilepsy.
Yeah.
Do something every month, highlighting something every month. All right.
Yeah. Andrea, share something with us before we close out and then tell us goodbye so we can hit the button.
Oh, I don't know. What do you want to know? I'm just kidding.
Oh, no.
So something you guys many of you may not know is that I have been an avid soccer player. So before I had kids, I played with an indoor league, and that was my escape. Usually it did come with bumps and bruises and black eyes and all the things, but it was my escape. It was my, let's just put it as a legal way to get frustrations out, because soccer is aggressive, but not, causing too much bodily harm.
Nice.
But I don't know if we really talked about it much, but I also took up crocheting during my maternity leave with my youngest son. And I absolutely love it. I've made little creatures, like little creatures. I would show you, but I think my dog stole my Frankenstein. I made a little Frankenstein. He was cute. Yeah. You can confirm. On occasion, probably.
Amazing.
Man. I do have one more announcement. I'm sorry. I didn't have time to type it into the comments. Mary mentions we need to talk about the fence cruise. That's coming up. Spaces are filling up quickly. I don't have the banner or anything to go up, but if you go onto the social medias or you want to email me, Susan@FinchShow, I'll get you all the details if you plan on going on the Fence Cruise. I talked to Megan probably a week ago, and she just wanted to inform me that spaces are starting to sell out fast. So,
and that's in February?
That is February 4th or 7th.
Good guess.
All I know is it's at the beginning of February.
It's the beginning of February. That is correct. So reach out if you're interested in going. There are several rooms booked. It's going to be a nice, fun event. We got a good discounted group rate. And yeah.
It sounds good.
Yeah. So till next week. Who's next week, y'all?
I believe it is Monica and Yadira.
That's exciting. That's gonna be, I think it's going to be in Spanish as well. So
I believe that is to be true.
I'm excited for that one.
Yeah.
Other than that, y'all have a wonderful week, you guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.